So in a nutshell, this stupid attention-seeking video has the potential to cause a massive headache and really jack up military members' lives because all 6 people wanted was to say Trump bad, flex their political muscle, get reelected for the next campaign.
Oh yeah, that was all just a campaign trick. And I will say that about if it was like, and that is an odd face I paused Richard on. If it was like, just say, flip it the other way, it would be the same bullshit. The Republicans wouldn't do anything to help support the military guys if they turned down like an Obama order or a Biden order. What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with no reaction for those 10s and 20 views. Some will say today I'm quite angry. I'm raging. My beloved Notre Dame Fighting Irish got screwed. There's conspiracy against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You know, ESPN, who kind of has the license right to all the bowl games and postseason, and the SEC, you know, for the past month, had every single one of their talking heads saying how Notre Dame shouldn't be in the playoffs, and then magically, Notre Dame gets punished for not playing, and Miami gets rewarded for not playing. So I'm so angry. I'm going to react to the Angry Cops. You see the title. I'm reacting to the Angry Cops. Football. What happens when 6 politicians try to go viral by Angry Cops? Of course, the link is in the description. His logo's above my head. And his merch page will also be in the descriptions. But let's get to it. Angry Cops, cheer me up.
6 Democratic lawmakers made an extremely viral video over the past week with the title "Don't Give Up the Ship," and it went about as well as the celebrity COVID Imagine video.
Oh, God.
Imagine there's no heaven.
And the message of that video was "Don't give up the ship," which sounds pretty easy. Hey, don't give up, you know, don't give up the ship to enemies. You know, it's kind of what it's about. But their direction to military members and those in the intelligence spaces, well, it was about as clear as mud. And for what you're about to see, poorly executed. Now,
let me guess. This is the viral videos where Democrats were telling military soldiers to, you know, if you think Trump is giving you a unconstitutional order, you should not listen to him.
I know some of you are going to say, oh, God, politics. Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of politics in this. But most of...
And what a run by Jacobs in the Packers game.
This is from a military member's point of view of, like, what do you, politicians who are speaking to me, military member, want me to do with that information that you're putting out in this video, right? How are military members receiving this information?
Yeah, it's, if you're making a video of something about the military, and Angry Cops is a vet, he's actually still in the military. He's Army Reserve Drill Sergeant. So that's technically what it is. He's a drill sergeant in the Army Reserves while being a Buffalo police officer.
Oh,
Detective High.
I'll tell you how we received that information.
Yes, Dick, tell us hi. I was trying to make a pun on his name.
But first, a word from this video's sponsor, Transcend. Transcend is a medical company that's assisting myself and other veterans in their specific medical needs. For me, my knees crack and they suck. Now, what I needed was recovery.
Well, yeah, you're about 5'10", 250 pounds. Of course you have bad knees, and you're a cop who's constantly running around. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I think Rich Hyde is like 6 foot, 210, if that.
But they focus on other things like metabolic and weight loss medications, hormone optimization, sexual health and performance, pain recovery and inflammation, which was mine. So use my link below or use my code Richard Hyde, that's right, my actual name, for 10% off of
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I called him Mr. Hyde.
your first order. Schedule a phone call, talk to them, figure out how they can help you. Now let's jump back into this video. Well, we should probably
Short, sweet, simple to the point. Good at.
watch a little bit of it so we can realize and understand why everybody's so upset. I mean, it's hard to really gauge why everybody's pissed off about this thing if we don't just look at it and take it at face value, right? Come on, kids.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Okay, quick question. None of you had better cameras? You had to do this all in TikTok shorts form?
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
Remember how I just said that this video is kind of like that Imagine song
Imagine.
with all the celebrities from COVID? Well, now it's starting to remind me of those amalgamations that people make with all the different news anchors saying the same thing over and over again. You know, like,
Oh, God, that was just creepy. If you don't think the mainstream media is controlled, yeah, that's dead obvious of it.
it starts off with 4 people saying the same script, and then like 8, and then 16, and 32. And then your whole screen is filled up with reporters from all over the country saying the exact same talking point.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
I don't know why I'm only hearing this in my left ear.
Can we stop that? First of all, it just makes all of you seem like this is obviously a staged event, which we know it is, right?
With the politicians, yes. The news, it's just proof that you shouldn't trust mainstream media.
But they're trying to make it seem like this is a heartfelt speech that we're giving you when they're literally reading off of a teleprompter. You can see their eyes. I'm looking at you right now. This is not looking at you. This is looking at the screen to the side of my camera. Now I'm looking at you. It's so
Really? Again, you couldn't have the teleprompter just behind the camera.
disingenuous when people do that shit. You can't memorize shit. I memorize shit every fucking week. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on.
That'll memorize shit. I just winged the hell out of these videos.
Let's move on.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military.
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day.
To keep Americans safe.
All right. So we are their audience. The military, the intelligence community. All right, give it.
I am not their target audience. I am an idiot on the internet that slightly regrets not joining the Marines.
To us.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
That trust is at risk? People aren't trusting the military? Oh, did we do something that I'm not aware of yet?
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals.
Against American citizens.
Oh, jeez.
No, not like the previous military who did the exact same thing and was threatening people's jobs and livelihoods if they didn't do exactly what the government told them to do.
They are? How are they doing that? Will you give me an example?
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear.
Oh, shit. The threats are here. There's threats. Is it from the administration that is pitting us against one another? That's what it seems like. What are those threats?
You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
you must refuse illegal orders.
Well, yeah, unlawful orders. We should refuse them. What?
Like injecting an experimental medical shot that may or may not do exactly what it's told or get kicked out of the military.
What orders are you talking about? Are they giving us orders that are illegal that we're supposed to do? That we should refuse? What are they?
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
The Army.
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
That's good to know. Are they in my chain of command? Are senators and congressmen in my chain of command or have any authority over the people above me?
This idiot thinks not.
If I refuse an order and then have a negative outcome?
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
I'm not on a ship. I'm in a basement. Should I not give up the basement?
Basic Jesus would be disappointed in you, Rich, if you did give up the basement.
New flag, don't give up the basement. It should be like the Gadsden flag with the snake, but instead of don't step on snake and instead of the snake.
Is that an Angry Cops Warhammer t-shirt? I have to order that t-shirt. If that's a legit t-shirt, I'm ordering
It
it.
should be a house with a guy in his armory in his basement, and it says, "Don't give up the basement." I might need to make that. Well, now that you've seen the video
It is angry capture. I'm getting that angry capture.
with my commentary in between a couple of bits, let's talk about why this video got a whole bunch of people in a tizzy and had this thing go absolutely viral, at least in the political sphere. I think that video on the Senator's page is up to how many millions of views? 17 million? That's pretty good.
Rate perfect community noted. Oh god, it has a community note already.
And it's been spread around the freaking military sphere and the internets for the past couple of days that it's not just on that one page on Twitter, it's everywhere. So let's dive a little bit deeper into what exactly the ship is and why we shouldn't give it up. First things first, after watching this video and seeing what happened and how blandly it was kind of put together without saying a lot, I immediately recognized this as just a call for attention. And boy, did it get a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's basically saying that Trump is out to get you. Basically what this thing... But at the same time, wouldn't Republicans have said the same thing about Biden? Wasn't Republicans say the same thing about Obama? Didn't Democrats say the same thing about Bush?
I mean, honestly, did you know who Chris DeLuzio was before he got on this video?
I still don't know, and I still don't care.
Nobody did, except for me, because I deployed with Chris in Iraq in 2009 and 10. As a civil affairs sergeant, he was my team leader, usually held by a captain or above for the Army in 03 and above. But we also integrated with the Navy, so each of my deployments, civil affairs had a Navy aspect that was attached to them, and Lieutenant J.G. DeLuzio was mine, which makes me so sad that
Oh, and it's funny because Rich knows the guy.
somebody I knew that was my leader while deployed is a part of some substandard grasp at getting attention. Now you're saying to yourself, but AC, what makes you think that these 6 grown-ass babies are just vying for people's attention and that they don't actually mean to secede or secession or all the other, like, traitorous words that people are coming up with?
Ooh, let Kel take a shot at first. Let's see. They didn't say who was giving them they just said the administrator. I guess they don't want to say actually Trump. Illegal orders. Wouldn't actually specifically say what orders could potentially be, illegal, or, how they had their protection. Like if, say, there was an order that was deemed illegal by a person and they said no, and then they got Article 15 out of the military, and then they reached out to said person in video, would they say no? You can't do that to them?
I'm glad you asked. 1. Earlier on in the video, we see them talk about how this administration, the Trump administration, all the Democrats don't like the current president who's Republican? Say it ain't so. How the Trump administration is directly going after military members and those in the intelligence spheres.
Is this because he kicked all the transgender people out of the military? Like, cool, if you're an adult and you want to transition, I'm not stopping you. It's your own money, your own personal choice. But if you're stressing out over what people, if people dead name you or call you by the wrong pronouns, I don't want to see you freak out and panic in live combat. Sorry.
Now, do they tell you how? No, they don't. Which would be really easy, right? You could say he's going after us because of example A, B, and C. Which then...
Hell, I give an actual example. Like, I gave a legit example.
we can determine whether or not those were actually things, right? And look at that, 5 seconds to add a little bit of context, which context is missing in this entire video. We're getting targeted? How are we getting targeted? Part 2, kind of attached to part 1, right, is pitting the American military against the American people. Did they give an example of that? No. Would I?
Could you give an example of that? Slightly, saying that they put the National Guard in places like Portland, Chicago, D.C., to protect, federal buildings, but still, you could have made that argument that he sent the National Guard to these said locations. That would be an example.
I assume that it's probably something to do with immigration. Yes. I would probably assume that it's the National Guards being activated to assist ICE agents in deporting illegal immigrants. Now, maybe you're for open borders, which is retarded, or you're for removing every single person that isn't naturally born here, which is also retarded, or
True. Just come here legally. Follow the right process and welcome.
There's somebody in the middle that's like, well, I mean, if they're here doing a job and they haven't done anything illegal, let's give them a path to citizenship. Or if they commit a crime and they're here illegally, like, they can get out. I mean, not just here illegally as a crime, but like here and they stab somebody, or they commit a traffic infraction, or they drive a truck that kills a bunch of people, get them out. But they don't even say.
It's one of those analogies I look at when people illegally immigrate to this country. Granted, taking it as a grain of salt. If you start dating a girl and she was, if you started seeing a girl or a guy or they them, doesn't matter. If you start seeing a person, but you know that person's already in a committed relationship and they're cheating on that person with you, and then they decide, you know what, I'm breaking up with them to be with you. What's going to stop them from doing it again to you? Granted, maybe they don't. I don't know. Just saying. I wouldn't want to run the risk.
That. Not even a broad thing of activating National Guard in order to remove our citizens. 3, and this is huge, the repetition of refuse illegal orders. Now, I'm going to cherry pick a couple of things that I saw of some fantastic military accounts that have already talked about this a little bit and try to boil it down and make it fast for you. We already know what's illegal. We can't line up a group of civilians and execute them. And if we're in a wartime environment, we can't just collect a whole bunch of prisoners of war from a country and then execute them. We also know we're
I do like how he brought up Japan twice.
not supposed to commit fratricide, so X-nay on the code red.
You're goddamn right I did!
You know, for a bunch of military people, you'd think that you would give us a little bit of guidance as to what you mean, or how we should act in the future based on your orders. But they just say illegal orders. Now, you could assume that that's got to do with the illegal immigration thing, or assisting a state or local municipalities' law enforcement in protests, right? Counter-protesting. But they don't say that. Once again, give us guidance.
Yeah, if they're like, hey, if you're sent to Philadelphia and your orders extend outside of protecting federal buildings, which is what, you know, the National Guard would do in that type of situation, yes, that is going too far. Like, don't become the police of the city.
Give us 5 seconds of you saying a specific example of what you deem to be illegal. And then 4, we've got your backs. How?
Yeah, that's the one that doesn't, like, I get if they made this whole video and they're like, hey, this current administration is pushing the boundaries. You know, you can refuse illegal orders. That is your civic duty. Hold the Constitution. Just remember that. But then going, we got your back. You have zero power over the military.
How do you have their backs? Like, how specifically do you have their backs? Monetarily? Are you going to support them in sort of suit? Are you going to go up to their company commander, battalion, brigade? If it's a GOMAR, a General Order Memorandum of Reference.
Oh, God. I didn't know it GOMAR. Oh, it's like an Article 15. Okay.
Command, which means a general staff officer, which means a general is like bad. Are you going to go up to that individual officer as a retired officer and say, hey, I told them to do that, it's totally fine. You can't punish them. What authority do you have over them? Is that none? It's none. Which brings me to the crux of this whole thing. This stupid, somewhat dangerous, I would say, call to action by these 6 idiots to military members and those.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about that. It is a call to action, which is something that isn't protected by freedom of speech. I'd say it. You can't tell people to go out and do something potentially illegal and say it's free speech.
And the intelligence field, CIA, FBI, NSA, whatever, is only going to hurt the members that step up and refuse those illegal orders. I can't stop doing this because everything's so dumb. Because let me give you an example of some dumb shit that you didn't think through when you made this video.
Okay, dumb shit. No, I really haven't listed all of them. Go for it.
Some E4 and below who doesn't have.
Also, there's 27 seconds left to go in the Bears-Packers game. And the Bears are down by 7 with the ball on the 14, and it's 4th and 1.
Common fucking sense yet is gonna get told to shave. And that E4 is gonna be like, my religion says I don't have to shave, but I don't have a shaving profile. They denied it to me. But you can't deny something based on my religious rights. I have rights. I refuse to shave! And that's just one I can think off of the top of my head.
Oh, that'd be one. You could have the person who doesn't want to go into a, I'm trying to think of, like, I would say Muslim into the Middle East because of, like, the religious beliefs that, hey, these are Muslims, I don't want to attack other Muslims. Same thing about Christians and other people.
You know how many other incidents of bullshittery and buffoonery are gonna happen when some
Packers won. Caleb Williams on 4th and 1 threw it in the end zone, intercepted. I'm sorry. Distracted.
E4 and below tries to step up to his senior NCO or company commander and die on the hill of, I shouldn't have to shave. For officers, you of all people should know the stupid shit that lower enlisted or brand new officers do. You can't even put a number on the potential things that they would say or do that they would deem an illegal or unlawful order.
Yelling at somebody for having pudding. I wonder if narrator knows a story about that.
And straight up, sorry, not sorry, Chris. Fuck you for saying that you have their backs. Literally how? I'll fucking wait. Chris, you can text me if you want. Disappointed, for sure. I'll fucking wait. Because even if you're in the armed forces
Oh, I bet you AEC would make a second video if that dude actually texted him.
committee, you can go up to whatever general you fucking want and say, hey, PFC High shouldn't have to shave. You docked his pay and demoted him to E1. You can't do that because I said I've got his back. That general will respond with, who the fuck are you? No, I'll take care of my Joes. You worry about your bullshit. Unless you feel like you're gonna make another video there, Scorsese. Young military men.
Yeah, it's like also they're representatives of a certain state, I'm most likely guessing. So if the, let's just go, Iowa National Guard reserves were to pop up and the guy from, just say Michigan, close state, says, hey, I got his back. We don't even vote for you, dude.
Members and those in the intelligence communities, these people will do nothing for you except for their words. I've got
Yes, and that was a fat electrician reference.
your back. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'll look into it. Is all you're gonna fucking get. None of those people can get your job back. None of those people can refute the claims of your unlawful order disordering. For a bunch of officers
Unlawful order disordering. God, that's gonna be the start of the video.
that served in the military, you've just created such a fucking shit show for all your cohorts that are still currently serving in the capacity of
Oh, I kind of wish he said cohorting.
a senior NCO or an officer. Could you imagine if some dickhead congressman said, you don't have to follow orders if you don't like them as long as you think that they're unconstitutional? Do you know what you would fucking say to that screen? You would probably play it in front of your fucking formation the next day and then look at everybody and say, if any of you try to pull this fucking bullshit, I swear to God I'll NJP or put you to the captain's mast or give you an Article 15 faster than you can shit out the words, but they said they had my back.
Correction, that's the start of the video. Dang, that is a rant, and that right there sums up the whole video. Right there.
Cause they don't. I have your back. In what fucking way? Verbal support? So in a nutshell, this stupid attention-seeking video has the potential to cause a massive headache and really jack up military members' lives because all 6 people wanted was to say Trump bad, flex their political muscle, get reelected for the next campaign.
Oh yeah, that was all just a campaign trick. And I will say that about if it was like, and that is an odd face I paused Richard on. If it was like, just say, flip it the other way, it would be the same bullshit. The Republicans wouldn't do anything to help support the military guys if they turned down like an Obama order or a Biden order. This isn't like a political part. It's just like, these are guys and girls I think, who just want to be reelected, and they know their states would love that. Hey, look, we made this video. We support our truth, but at the same time, don't like our president.
High five one another when they go to their Democratic committee thing and get a couple extra minutes on TV, which I know, I'm adding to it. Now
Yes, but you're informing some idiot like me about what happened.
everybody gets to see the video, but honestly, sunlight is the best disinfectant. And if you don't nip this shit in the butt, some poor fucking kid is gonna get in trouble because he thinks that Representative DeLuzio from Pennsylvania is gonna help his ass out in Fort fucking Huachuca. I forget where Huachuca
God, good. That is a reference. I'm pretty sure Trump made a statement about, like, treason.
is. And by the way, when I say it was meant for publicity and for all the hates and likes just to get them attention, well, the president said, well, this is sedition, and then tweeted out, if it's a seditious act, then you can get the death penalty. Which doesn't mean that he's saying go round up these congressmen and kill them. You think you could read between the lines?
No, basically he's saying the same thing they kind of said. They said it's like, if you think Trump's giving you an unlawful order, you don't have to follow it. And Trump basically saying, if these people are trying to undermine the authority of the president and make you commit treason,
You 6 Congress people that made all of us read between the lines with your wink wink and nudge nudges during your 6-minute video. And because the president
they made a 6-minute long video? God, who actually watched? Sorry, Rich, why did you have to watch that?
said that, well, guess what? Now we've got every fucking one of these morons that stirred the pot saying, I've been shot at I was overseas, and he said he's gonna kill me. His president said he's gonna kill me. What a bunch of fucking 6-year-olds. I wish the president would have just said, look at these idiots. How could officers of the military say such a stupid and inflammatory thing to the lower enlisted and screw over the officers that are currently serving? So there you have it. Morons make a video to get attention, and they do it in a moronic way.
I'm a moron that makes videos. But I don't really do it to get attention. I do it because I'm bored as shit.
I say potentially, it's gonna cause a headache. God, it's gonna cause such a headache. To it.
Oh, I can't wait for part 2 of this. I can't wait for part 2 of this in like a month from now, when it finally the shit hits the fan.
Now they get a bunch of attention, so much so that the president responds, to which they now get to respond and play the victim of like, oh my God, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. It's like your fucking little brother just like smacking you across the face. And you're like, you son of a bitch. And then him running up into the kitchen to see your mom be like, he said he's gonna kill me. He said he's gonna kill me. Like, you fucking started it. Oh, they're so fucking grown-ass adults.
I kind of wish Angry Cops had a green screen of just this stuff here, so when he does those things, the green screen's better.
Acting like 5-year-olds trying to get attention. They get it, and then they cry like, oh my God. He said he's gonna kill me. Don't look at me. Look at me. Anywho, that's why everybody's all upset about it. That's why I'm irritated by it. I just shook my head the whole time. I was like, I don't want to make a video on this. I just want it to go away. And then it went fucking everywhere. And
then he knew I can make a video on this because I have to, and it's probably gonna make me money, but at the same time, it's god awful stupid.
now I'm like, well, so much for ignoring it. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. Link down below. Cheapest way to support the channel is tell me what you think in the comments. Yes, this is stupid. Yes, it's stupid. If you don't think it's stupid, or if you have a different point of view, I'd like to hear it. I do read them comments, and people who disagree with me, every once in a while have a good point. Or they tell me some different point of view that I didn't think of. If you want to see a little additional things of what I think, go ahead and subscribe to Pepperbox.
Yep, shout out to the Pepperbacks. I am one of them. I also will refuse to do any video that's on Pepperbox. I'll do the YouTube version if there is a YouTube version.
You can see everything uncensored with additional content. And for Black Friday this week, I think there's like 30 or 20% off, so.
Not sure if that sale's still going on.
Buy 1 month and then watch everything you can and then cancel it. I don't give a shit. See you next time, weirdos.
Like, I agree with everything Angry Cop says. You don't have to agree with everything I say or Angry Cop says. Definitely I don't agree with everything I said. I'm an idiot with a pretzel on my chest. But yeah, the videos like that by people in politics only do to hurt everybody. Because now it just puts a bad precedent in everybody's mind that if they think something's not right and they don't like the president, and they go, this is unlawful order by a someone who like stole an election, it's gonna turn around and be like, it's just gonna happen every time. Oh my god, that Saints one. Sorry, football distracts me. But yeah, this is just gonna keep going to the next time a Democrat gets in. The Republicans will come out and make videos doing the same thing. It's just this weird chain event. It's like, it doesn't help anybody, so why do it? Also, this doesn't help anybody, but I do it because I'm bored and I'm not trying to, ruin people's lives. I'm just trying to get you distracted for half hour or so in your day. But that's it. That's all I have. Come watch me watch the Eagles-Chargers game tomorrow night and potentially play Civ Rev for the bulk of it, because I can see that game becoming unserious. That's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.